You see the 1960s Cadillac coupe coming up the road. You can tell that it's probably a more muted tone in color with your current vision, and it looks to be pulling up behind the truck. It has no headlights.
Okay. Who else is in the room?
Dr. Isaacs.
Jules is in there as well with her baseball bat.
Okay. I look over to the rest of you. Say, car's just pulled up. Be ready. And I'm going to dash through the house, out the back door, around the side, and give like enfilade. I think probably is probably the best one. So like a side sort of cover flankage.
Meanwhile, Frank's apparently still in the shower, singing away to himself.
Frank, there has been no particular loud call for assistance or awareness.
Yeah,
No.
he's singing, and it turns out he's actually got a really nice singing voice.
Not too shabby. In fact,
Do we
you
hear
are
him?
hungry. That cranky hunger sensation that you've had most of the evening, not there right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty cheerful. Singing away quite happily. I've got a specialism in singing for performance, so
All right.
Jules is probably like really focused on the door, and then we'll hear him singing and kind of like look towards that direction for a brief moment and like make a face of like what the hell, and then like focus
It
on the
dawns
door
on you
again.
nobody has actually told him what's happening.
Yeah, but she'd probably figure that he's better off in the shower because he was acting weird.
Fair. He did seem to be a little bit feral earlier. Not even half an hour ago. How about Dr. Isaacs?
Took my shotgun. How am I going to defend myself now?
Did you take the box of shells as well?
No, just.
He's still just standing there with a box of shells in one hand.
Yeah.
Jules will probably hand him the baseball bat, or offer it to him anyway.
That's a little too close for comfort.
Oh, okay.
He's okay.
All right, good doctor.
Are you gonna do anything to prepare?
Yeah. Hold on for a moment. I need to look at the stuff. The toughness. Yeah, I need to rouse the blood for it. Then, of course, turn on that other one, too, that you know about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I get hunger. Thankfully, I don't have to, mark it on my character sheet. It does it for me.
That is such a nice feature of these new ones. For those who listen in the future, Roll20 updated V5 sheets automatically track your hunger when you have to make rouse checks.
For the win.
Yes, it's very nice. All right. Peter, how close are you going to move up for flanking? The front yard is relatively open. However, I would say this. There are a few vehicles sitting out there in their various states. Frank,
Yeah.
when you try keys, you open several of those doors, but most of them do not work. Just so you know when you go out there later.
okay.
I'm going to try and use whatever cover I've got to get as reasonably close, because I know shotguns aren't particularly best ranged. I'm presuming this is like a buckshot, but yeah, just try and get as close as possible for it to be as effective as it can be.
All right. While you're moving up, please give me a dexterity and stealth.
Ooh. Oh.
We'll put it at a 2.
I'll do.
Never mind. Hey, if you would be so kind, please roll me wits awareness.
Three.
Right. Peter, you see the passenger side door open, followed shortly by the driver's side door. Stepping out of the passenger side is somebody you recognize. It's actually Hank.
Okay.
On the far side, it's a little bit difficult to make out, but the closer you move from vehicle to vehicle, the more you start to recognize this car. You've seen it earlier in the evening. It was the one that the gentleman was leaning against while he was eating outside of the frost stop.
Okay. I'm going to try and circle round if I've got enough cover to come from behind the vehicle.
You do. You do. There are 2 or 3 vehicles in the yard, close enough, and you get to a tree, and then you're able to kind of hunker down in what is a dip for a ditch and come back up to the road level behind the vehicle.
So I've got the shotgun at a low ready behind this other person.
As
Not
they
too
step,
close. Not too close behind them, but close enough to engage if I need to.
right.
Can I see him out the lazy window? At the lazy curtain?
You can see Hank stepping out of the passenger side.
I'll relay that information to those. Well, I guess to Jules.
Jules will nod, looking a little disappointed.
Peter, you see a broad set of shoulders on about an average height gentleman with his back to you. He has lighter colored hair. It looks to have been combed back, clean shaven from what you can tell from the profile as he turns to talk to Hank over the car. And you notice that he's wearing khaki pants, a nice set of work shoes, like office work shoes, a button down with the sleeves rolled up. And this is the gentleman you saw earlier in the evening that was eating, leaning against the same car.
Okay.
Hank, you are being addressed as you get out of the car with this individual.
Okay.
Well, here you are. I know they went here. I don't want to know what happens. I don't need to know what happens. How you handle it, how they handle it, all part of your first few nights out. That
Cool.
being said,
Thanks for the ride.
yep. No
No,
problem.
cool. No.
If you want to find me, I'll be at the drag strip.
Okay, thanks for your help. Hopefully we'll track this person down quickly.
They show up in some of my places occasionally. Not often enough for me to give you a night to check in on, though. I think they're catching wise that I own the establishment, not my mouthpiece.
Okay, no worries. We'll try and find it.
Appreciated. If you
Thank you.
stop by the drag, ask for Maurice Lesang.
Maurice.
Maurice Lesang.
Will do.
He's the owner of the drag. He'll get you in touch with me. And he's going to
Thank
get
you.
back in the car. Like, he's starting to get back in the car if you want to do something, Peter.
Yeah, I'm just going to peel behind so he doesn't notice me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's obvious that he's not a threat. He's not continuing. So I'm going to peel behind the car and kind of fall in behind Hank, but kind of out of sight of him as well.
Okay.
All stealthy like.
You peel around the car, and it is parked perfectly on the lip of the ditch. And the moment you go to fall in behind Hank, you just dip down into the ditch. So he's easily overlooking where you would be. Hank, are you able to see without issue during the night? No, you
Yeah, I am.
have.
Yeah.
You are?
Yes. Yeah, I am. So I've got it's called Eyes of the East,
Okay.
which I'll have on if he's driving everywhere without headlamps.
Yeah. He used them in town after he picked you up,
Mhm.
but after you left town and started on some of the other roads, he turned them off to not bring suspicion.
Sure. Okay.
That being said, with your vision currently, you see a quaint ranch style home, single story in front of you. The lights are on in the front, and there is light spilling out of. Did you close the back door?
No.
There is light spilling out from around the corner of the back of the house.
Okay.
It seems oddly quiet. You also notice that there is a bright blue truck with white trim.
No worries. I will make my way to the front door.
Jules
Mm-hmm.
and Dr. Isaacs, from your vantage points, you're able to see Hank moving up towards the front door.
Jules will go to the door and then like slowly open it. We don't want any, and then slam it too. And giggle and then open it up and say, "Hey, where you been?"
Hank will laugh. Yeah, he doesn't know Jules that well to give her a hug, but he'll kind of laugh and nod and say, yeah, they wanted me to do some other bits and pieces first, and then tell me to catch up with you here.
She'll nod and then like make a grand gesture of like, "Welcome to our new home," and then kind of.
It's lovely, yeah.
With the crinkled body behind you.
Yeah, Hank, as you step in, you see Dr. Isaacs in the living room. 4 dogs
Dog.
cowering in the corner, far left-hand corner. A black and white TV running some show in the background. And then there is the crumpled body of an elderly woman leaning against a wall with a blood smear leaning down to her on the floor. That
Also,
being said,
also you can hear the dulcet tones of Fred Astaire, or someone singing like Fred Astaire singing "The Way You Look Tonight" from the bathroom.
speaking of Frank, you hear a door slam.
Okay. No one said anything to me, right?
No, but you do hear a door slam with some power.
That's right. As long, I'm sure someone would tell me if there's a problem, so I'm just gonna make sure I'm all cleaned up.
Jules will be like whisper to Hank, "Hey, Frank's in the shower and he's singing. I just think that we should leave him be because he acted a little weird."
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was actually giggling.
Frank?
Yeah, so it was a little weird.
Okay. Yeah, let's give him some space.
Toasty, I've decided to give up on my shirt.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to take that off and I'm just going to give up on it.
Okay. You just like toss it on the bathroom floor or in the hamper.
Yeah, that's never getting cleaned again. Jeans were one thing, but that shirt is never getting cleaned again.
That's fair. That's fair enough.
Has the car gone?
The car does pull away as Hank makes his way towards the door. About halfway from the road to the front door, it turns and leaves.
Okay, so I would have then fallen in behind Hank and just walking behind him.
The Jules, as you open the door the first time and say we don't want any, you see Peter standing with the shotgun behind Hank about 6 or so feet away from him. And Hank seems unaware.
Jules won't say anything about that. Just be like,
You guys are all swines.
well, well, she's just not gonna like really say anything to Hank about that because figures that might be a
Leave me in
problem.
the shower. Don't mention anything to Hank about the guy stalking him with a 12 gauge.
I mean, security. And then, like, does Peter follow through the door behind him,
Yeah.
or okay?
Yeah, just walk in through the door, give him a slap on the shoulder, and walk past him.
Jules will
Okay.
kind of give a cheeky smile, and then offer Hank the baseball bat. Baseball bat?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any particular interests in the home or doing anything around the property in the meantime? Frank is serenading the entire house from the shower for the time being.
I imagine he's probably got out of the shower now. He's probably come out of the bathroom, topless to the waist, with like a fluffy towel drying his hair, but he's still singing.
Okay.
I do have one thing that I'm just kind of curious about. Would these people happen to have like a safe in maybe that closet?
You can certainly look for one.
Well, while we have the guy alive, we might as well.
You ask him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me your money.
Jesus, that dude's still alive.
Is that Frank saying that now?
Yeah.
Yes.
You probably wouldn't
he
say
is.
dude, actually. You'd probably say that guy's still alive.
So are the
The
dogs.
gentleman kind of, now that everybody has finished the adrenaline of the moment, he is sitting there in a white tank and what looks to be blue and white pinstripe pajama pants. And he just kind of leans back in the chair, really relaxed, and looks at you, Dr. Isaacs, and chuckles and goes, "We don't have a safe. It's under the mattress."
Okay. I'm gonna go move the mattress.
Is no one eating him?
I don't want him.
I'm good for right now. We might want to save him for later.
I'm
Hank?
completely great.
You sound great.
I'm all good, thanks.
What about you, Peter?
Looks like it's your lucky day, son. Oh, I'll say, looking over to the corpse of his wife who crumpled against the wall.
Goodness.
Is there a garage? Or
There is a tall standing shed that has room for 2 vehicles under it, but it's not. It's more like a carport than a garage.
okay, so it's not attached to the house. Okay.
No. It's off to the side. It looks like it has enough space for a work area.
Okay. Jules will be like, "Okay, old timer. You sit right here and watch TV, okay?
He nods.
Do you want something to drink?
That'd be lovely.
Okay. Be right back." And she'll go to the kitchen and see what they got.
Alright, you open the fridge and there is a pitcher of sweet tea, there's a pitcher of lemonade, there is 4 unopened beers, bottle cap tops. You notice that there is a number of leftovers, and going through them, they're kind of folded in with tinfoil for the most part. There's a half-eaten sandwich. It looks like a ham sandwich. There is a partially pulled apart baked chicken. Plenty of mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard. They have a
Condiments.
number of mustards in the door.
Okay.
And then you notice that there is actually a pot with a lid on it pushed to the back of the largest shelf.
So, old timer, do you want sweet tea? Do you want she'll start naming them off. In the
Whatever
name?
you want to bring me, honey.
All right, it's
Thank you.
you're very welcome. It sounds like you need a beer though, so I'm gonna bring 2.
Yes.
And then she'll grab the beer. Are you hungry?
No, not
Okay,
yet.
it makes sense. And then she'll go with the beer and then like pop the top and then hand it to him.
He accepts it and smiles at you, and he says, "You're beautiful. Thank you."
Thank you, and you're welcome. And I mean, like you just sit there and you don't move, and you watch, and then you watch TV, and don't make it, any trouble, and we'll let you live, okay?
Okay.
She'll hand him the remote control.
He seems a little confused when you say we'll let you live. Like he hadn't even considered that would be a problem.
Oh, well, you won't be a snack. How about that?
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then she'll go, hey, let's get rid of this, and she'll like indicate the corpse of his wife. Well, to the others, not to him.
Not
Frank,
yet.
as you
All
stand there,
clean.
you see this absurd scene happening.
I don't get this at all. This is. You guys are insane.
Of course, like Jules is kind of like going like, wait, he's not acting right, but I'll just go along with it since he's like, being cooperative.
I'm gonna go and raid his wardrobe and see if I can find a shirt.
Yeah, I could not find one that fits you.
I mean, it's all going to be tight, but like a tight fit shirt over this body is just going to look fucking amazing. So
When you come in, I'll kind of help you point and be like, I think there are ones that are fitting you in there, in that door.
I don't know if there's going to be any that fit me, but it's close enough.
You could always try baby
Thanks, Doc.
oil.
You could just, keep it unbuttoned.
Jules will go look. Are all the keys gone?
Yes, Frank did grab the 3 sets of keys.
Gotcha. Well, she'll go outside to look at.
I mean, we shared them. He's not keeping them for himself. He's just like he was going to go out and take a look at the vehicles, but got distracted with the shower. So
Gotcha. Jules is wanting to get rid of the body, or better yet, bury it. She'll go find a shovel and then she'll go start digging in the backyard.
The carport has a small, more walled-in area
Uh-huh.
where some of the tools are kept, and you find a shovel there.
Is there anything like any lye or anything else? Lime or anything?
Yes, you are able to find a bag, which is partially used.
Okay, she's like, oh, what luck. And then she'll go to, is there a flashlight in there by chance?
ooh, good thinking.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Is there a flashlight in the carport?
Yes, there is.
Great. Then
It's a
she'll,
small handheld one, not a stronger one that you found back at the construction area.
okay. She'll take that, turn it on, and walk out. I guess the backyard is fenced in, or like,
It's
don't know.
fenced in, but it's like a chain-linked fence.
Okay. So she'll kind of look around. No, I'm guessing that no one's going to be like, what time is it? Or about what time is it getting to be?
It is around 2 a.m. at this point.
Okay. Well, she's not making that much noise, so she'll like find a place to put the flashlight. Maybe if they got a little like bird feeder on the pole or something like that, she'll like put it on there, like set it, or she'll start digging.
Oh, you can easily set it on part of the screening for the back porch. Like there's a little lip between where they have posts in it.
Mm-hmm.
And at about midway, there's a lip that you can set it on and it'll face out towards you.
Okay. Then she'll start digging as much as she can.
Okay.
Do you need a roll?
Sure. Let's see. Give me. I feel like I should make a character with a particular skill set for digging graves now for some reason. Give me a strength. We will go with craft.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna rouse the blood. Oh, that old man might be a snack here before too long. So strength and craft, you said?
Because you were trying to create a grave, but you're also trying to make it not obvious, I would imagine.
Right. Difficulty
It's not
2?
as easy as it looks, is it?
Probably not. I'm just gonna go with
We'll
2.
put it at. We'll leave it at 2 for now.
Okay. 1 out of 2. And a beastal failure. Oh no.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
Jules, as you
It's
begin
about to get real.
as you begin digging this grave, you are halfway through it in about 10 minutes. It's not particularly deep. It's fairly shallow at this point, but you've kind of outlined the shape and size of it, and then all of a sudden you felt the shovel is a little bit aged, probably weathered. And then as this happens, you strike something hard in the ground, a larger rock, and the shovel itself just snaps in half in your hands. But you don't catch yourself in time, and you actually injure yourself with the shovel. You'll take 2 superficial, as splinters and part of the jagged piece of the shovel handle goes through your hand.
Okay, would my shatter like help with that or no?
It would reflect it back onto the object, correct?
I will.
Let me take a look at your sheet real quick.
Gotcha.
Yes. So in this instance, because you did have that active still, because it's still the same scene, your shatter would apply. You wouldn't take the damage, but you almost turn these shards of wood into pulp, as what you know would usually have gone into your forearm just kind of skates along it, and as it does so, it starts to break further until it reaches your elbow and stops. And you're left with like a stub of a shovel.
Well, shit. Also, does this make me angry? Like,
Yes, this makes you very frustrated. You're the only one out here digging. You're the only one that's messing around with the quicklime. You're the only person who is thinking of disposing of the body at present, it seems like. It feels like you're the only person putting in the effort right now, in your mind. Not necessarily so, but in your mind, that's how it feels.
I think Jules should do a frenzy check. How do I do this? Resist frenzy?
Resist frenzy.
All right. Pool size modifier, keep that at 0.
Yes.
Okay. I'll just leave it at 2 unless you dictate otherwise.
No, 2 is good.
Okay.
You're able to resist, but you feel a sensation that's bubbling up inside of you that you're familiar with anger, you're familiar with frustration, you're familiar with letting out your emotions when you feel those things, but this is different. This is volatile. It's almost like it feels like the equivalent of lava trying to make its way from the pit of your stomach and through your veins. It's got a hold on the back of your mind, and it's almost like there's a very faint whisper in your thoughts that you quickly decide not to listen to. You know, if you listen to that, something bad's going to happen.
She'll
Something
go ahead.
something you may not want to happen, but it is a curiosity.
She'll take a couple moments to like not listen to calm herself, and she's like, I gotta talk to Gardner about that, or maybe Peter will know. And then she'll jump out of the hole with the like piece of the shovel to go back in to where they
I
all
mean, you
are.
could use it as a spade right now, but it's gonna be difficult going.
Okay, she got to now a spade with her to go into the house.
Frank, you find a serviceable, relatively clean white t-shirt.
Good enough. It'd be far too small, but it would stretch over my beautiful muscles. I'm gonna look freaking
When you
amazing.
put it on, you hear the seam strain, but it doesn't open any holes.
Good enough.
It is a little tight around the throat, however.
It's alright. It's not like I have to breathe.
Hank, what are you presently doing? You see the state of the home. It doesn't look like they've tossed it. You see Dr. Isaacs heading towards the back after he hears that the money is under the mattress, which you gather is probably where the master bedroom is.
I think Hank's just going to take a seat and watch it all unfold. So Hank will take a seat next to the old man and watch what he's watching.
So the old man is in a recliner, and next to that recliner, like it's a leatherback recliner, and next to it is another leatherback recliner covered in very flowery crochet. Like just a crochet throw.
Okay. Yeah. So Hank will just sit in that
Okay.
and put his feet up.
It's unbelievably comfortable. It's very well broken in. You just sink into it, and it's easing all of your concerns and troubles away. And as you start watching the television, you you hear shouting. Does Jules shout? Is that correct?
Yeah, she shouted shit.
You hear a shout from the backyard, singular word. You gather it's Jules, and then you hear Frank and Dr. Isaacs in the back room, opening drawers and moving things around.
I'm humming.
I was just getting comfortable, but if Jules is shouting, I'll go and make sure she's okay.
This is one of those recliners that it's so comfortable that when you go to get up out of it, because you sink so far into it, you have a little bit of a hard time getting up. You know exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it like you have to take a couple short hop steps forward and then then push yourself, like rock yourself forward in it and stand up.
No worries. I will do that and make myself out. Make my way out to where Jules is headed.
Okay. You make your way down the single hall, and on your left, as you're stepping into the kitchen, because you notice the back door is in the kitchen, you see into the master bedroom. Dr. Isaacs, you flipped up the mattress and you're looking between it and the box spring, and you find $200.
I'm putting that in my wallet that I took from that kid.
Your wallet.
Yeah,
Taking
my
your
wallet.
stolen money, you're putting it in your stolen wallet, and then
You're
putting it in
gonna
the
drive
back
around
of
your
your
stolen
stolen trousers. Yeah.
I was about to say that while he's wearing his stolen Sunday best,
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which, oddly enough, the elderly gentleman was very close to your normal size. This does not look poorly on you.
That's good.
Hank, you see Jules hopping out of what looks to be a shallow grave. There is a bag of something next to it, kind of rolled over in half, and she's holding what looks to be the head of a shovel in one hand and seems pretty peeved. as she's looking towards the house.
Look, Jules.
Broke the goddamn shovel.
Right. Had she finished?
Do you think that's deep enough?
What do you reckon, Toasty? Is that deep? Does that look deep enough?
You think it's pretty shallow. If somebody came around here looking, it'd be an easy find. Probably another foot deep.
Okay.
It's only around 2 feet deep right now.
No worries. If I use the claws, the foul weapons, would I be able to dig something out quite quickly with that?
Just a moment.
I just wish I really I never did this type of work. I thought that it would be simpler. I didn't know I'd break the fucking shovel.
Not as easy as it looks, is it?
There's an art and a skill to digging a shallow grave and putting a body in there. Not everyone's got it.
I don't know why you're bothering.
Because they still have a rational mindset.
Oh, sure. Frank's going into the kitchen to find the main gas supply for the cooker. He's intended on smashing it off the back of the cooker. I don't know why you're bothering to bury the bodies. I'm planning on torching this house.
I had similar thoughts, to be honest.
Is he saying that out the window?
No, he's not
the back door's
explaining what he's
open.
doing. He's saying it's not. It's harder than it looks, and he doesn't know why you I don't know why you're bothering while I'm looking for the gas main supply to the cooker.
Oh, okay.
Well, the whole point of taking this house was to stay in it during the daylight hours.
That might be your plan, but I've already built a palatial mansion underneath the thing at the construction yard.
So why did
This
you
is
come
surplus
here?
to requirements. I came for a car and something to eat.
Okay.
To answer your question, yes, you would be able to use your claws to dig out more of the grave relatively quickly. As fast as
Okay,
with a
I'll
shovel?
do that.
No, but relatively.
Do I need to house check? No, it's free. Yeah. So I lost a little body on the wrong thing. So it's foul claws, foul weapons.
Oh, by the way, as
Spouse
he's
check.
getting ready to do all that stuff, Jules will kind of look at the house and then look at him. Who's with the old man?
No one.
No one. No.
Eventually, her eyes will get big.
I'm still in the front room, I think.
Oh,
Are
I
you
didn't know
still
we
in
were
the
supposed to
living
be
room?
babies. I can't believe he's still alive.
Peter, are you still in the living room?
Yeah.
Okay, you're with him then. And he
Where's the
is
house check button?
sunk down into his recliner, beer in hand, watching the television like there's nothing wrong with the scene around him at all.
Okay, so I don't get hungry. I'm just gonna hop down. Between his strength and the foul claws, I'm just gonna basically quickly dig down another couple of feet.
Okay. It takes you about 15 minutes. It's not easy going because you're having to use your hands, but it's faster than if you had not been canine. Let's put it that way. Jules, you watch Hank hop down. These claws begin to extend out of his hands, and he just starts tearing through the earth. Hank, you actually strike into a stone down there, and give me a
Do I break a nail?
give me a strength athletics. Difficulty 3. If you get a bestial failure, you will break a nail.
Oh, and there he is.
I spoke it into existence.
Hey, you had to say it out loud, didn't you?
I did. Hey, you brought it up first. Let's be fair.
That's true.
Do you
Yeah.
want to spend a willpower to reroll?
Yeah, why not? Is it just a hobby roll or is it 1d10?
I think if you click it, it'll let you. There's a willpower reroll button right
Oh,
underneath it.
okay.
That I don't think you can though, can you? Because that's still going to come up a 1.
That's true.
Because you can't
Why
re-roll
is
the
it
hunger
beast- Why is
successes.
it? Why is it a bestial failure? Because of the hunger one.
Because you
'cause
didn't
you
score
rolled a
enough
1.
successes in order to pass, and you rolled a 1 on the hunger check.
So I've got a 7 and a 5. Yeah. And
So
then
you
I
needed.
scored a 1. So if I rolled another 1d10 and got a third success, I'd have 3 successes.
Yes.
Because it was 3.
So if you. Yeah.
I know, diff 3, that's a success, isn't it?
No, because the difficulty is the number of successes that you require.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and the minimum, the success is a 6 or above, isn't it?
Yeah.
Correct.
Right, so you're right. Yeah, so yeah, 1 dice isn't going to make a difference.
You can re-roll up to 3.
For 2 willpower, yeah?
If you spend a willpower point, you can re-roll up
1.
to 3 of your failed dice.
Right.
And then you could if you get 2 more successes, you'd be able to shift it from being a bestial failure to a success. Or it will just stay as a bestial failure.
I
That's
would like a
shock.
frenzy check from you as well after that. Jules, you watch as Hank is powering through this, and he's got the first half. Okay, you managed to resist.
Yeah.
Just barely. Like, you recoil back, howling in pain, as one of your claws literally breaks off into the earth. And Jules, you see this. As he hits the same rock that caused you to break the shovel.
It's that fucking rock. That goddamn rock right there. And then Jules will start watching him to see if he has the same problem as she had before.
Oh, it's very visible on his face. You want to lash out at something. You want to grab that rock and throw it. You want to break it in half. And then your thoughts just progressively spiral as you slowly catch your breath and calm back down, and you're able to recenter yourself.
Okay. I just got I'll go. That's deep enough. I'm done.
Looks good to me.
Yeah.
I'll go grab the body. And then she'll go back to the house, towards the house.
You'll probably walk into the kitchen as Frank is pulling the cooker out and reaching for the gas main.
What are you doing?
Cleaning up.
Okay, I'm getting the body.
Okay.
She'll kind of like look at him and tilt her head, and then kind of shrug. I mean, does it? I don't know if it would dawn on her what you're planning on doing. Like, I know out of
I mean, he's
character.
not hiding what he's doing.
And Jules, with your background, I think it would take a moment if it wasn't the forethought in your mind, but you would probably recognize.
Oh wait, are we doing that instead of what I thought we were gonna do?
What did you think we were going to do?
I thought we were gonna like do this and keep this as like a little second place to go to if we needed to.
Why?
I thought more than one place would be good.
Did you not see all the work I put in?
I didn't get a
They
chance.
did. Everybody went into there.
Oh, we did? Okay. Then she doesn't say that. Yeah, it looked great, but like having two fallbacks is better than one, right?
I don't know. I've only got one body. I can't sleep in 2 places at once.
Well, just in case one is found out or get burned, if becomes what's the word, hot, then we have another place to go to.
Yeah, this is going to get real hot.
She'll laugh and be like, Peter, help me out here. Should we like do what we're gonna like? What are we gonna do?
Dr. Isaacs, you hear this as well. Peter and Dr. Isaacs, both of you heard Hank howl in pain as well, if that would have brought you into the hallway or the kitchen.
What are we doing?
Oh, we were digging a hole. I broke the shovel, and she'll show this like the shovel, head, and then
It's still carrying on.
yeah, she still got it, but she'll like throw it like down, and then Hank tried to help, but he broke a nail.
Guess no way to treat a tool.
Oh, here, and she'll pick it, reach down, pick it back up.
What have you
And
done to this?
I hit a
You
rock.
should have let the tool do the work.
I was, and then it hit a rock, and then it like splintered across my forearm, and then I don't know, I broke it. I don't know how.
Just let the tool do the work.
Next,
I'll show you. Next time I'll show you.
Frank, if you take the shovel from her, even though it's mostly just the head with a little bit of like wooden splinters sticking out above it, you can tell looking at that piece of wood actually still anchored in there, it was rotten. The fact that she was able to even pick it up and use it at all is surprising.
Yeah, but this is a teaching moment, so I'm not going to say anything about that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just letting you know.
Do the work.
But then when it happened, I got really angry. It was so angry. I wanted to break everything. Do you get like that?
I felt that a little bit like that earlier when I was eating that woman.
And I definitely felt like it just now. About to lose it big stuff.
What time is it?
You look around, and there is a wall clock in the kitchen, and it says 2:30.
Dentist time. We probably should think about going back.
Amazing.
We going back or we staying here?
What are you stay here for?
These people have jobs and things. They'll have people come look for them and whatnot.
Yeah.
True. Okay, I guess burn it down.
Cool.
Wait, not while we're in here.
No,
what?
it just knocks the gas main off and starts flooding the place with gas. We got time.
Oh, okay. What do we want to do about him? Do we want to keep him? She'll point to the old man.
I'm full. I don't care. Leave him here.
Well. Hey, Grandpa, get your slippers on.
What's that, honey?
Yeah, get your slippers on. You're going for a ride.
Okay. He stands up out of the lazy boy and shuffles down the hallway towards the master bedroom, beer in hand.
Then I guess she'll look around for a bag or something, and then open the refrigerator and grab some of the rest, the beers, and put it in the bag or whatever to carry it, because I want to keep him drunk. He's human. Also, in the back of her mind, she's thinking, well, if he's drunk, then also I can feed on him. So,
Messed up, but also fair. Hank, you do recall the gardener mentioning that as K-Knights, you now have the ability to try and heal yourself.
Okay, so what damage do I take it? What damage is that done when it's broken through the claw?
We're not gonna worry about actual damage.
Okay.
This is more superficial. This is the hangnail. This is a learning experience for Hank in the way of being able to focus and try to heal an injury is more of the purpose of this one.
Yeah.
So if you had to take 2 superficial. And then you can attempt to heal yourself with a rouse check.
Okay.
You get hungrier, but
Cool.
you do watch as your nail begins to regrow itself.
Okay.
It's almost like a complete fixation on the injury itself, which distills the pain in your mind for a moment. And then you begin to imagine or replace that and will your blood and your body to begin to mend. You do notice
Okay.
that it is taking a bit out of you. You are becoming quite hungry at this point, but you
Jules,
are
you
also
dead set
able.
on keeping this on, man?
Oh, one more time, Hank.
Are you dead set on keeping this on, man, for later? Because I could really do with them now.
I mean, you can have him.
Those
I don't
dogs.
mind. I mean, we can always take the dogs. I mean, the dogs probably would be more better off, maybe. More controllable than the old man.
Or we could go next door, rinse and repeat.
True. Also, I
We're
need to
kind
ask
of
him
getting
why does he
slightly
have.
off task.
I think it
True.
might be a little suspicious
shout.
of 2 houses on the same road right now.
I wasn't thinking 2.
The whole
Or
block.
three.
We're getting slightly
I
off
reckon we just do the
task.
whole street.
No, you are getting off track.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole street, can we?
Yeah,
We could.
that's a little extreme, a little carried away. But I need to ask him before you eat them, why they have more than one type of mustard in the refrigerator.
I'm sure they had Dijon and honey and brown and
Yes.
yellow and
Yes.
French
Dr.
mustard.
Isaacs gets it. That is exactly it. There's stone ground, there's Dijon, there's honey, and there's regular yellow mustard.
Look, out of character, I
But not French
understand.
mustard.
In character, Jules is like, why do you have more than one kind of mustard in there? You should have the fancy kind.
What I want to know is who eats half a sandwich and puts the other half in the fridge.
My daughter.
Let's all go
That
ask him.
explains nothing.
Hank, as you kind of like say that you are interested in it,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you to have him back in the bedroom.
Why?
Just a more convenient place for the remains to be.
Oh, I wasn't gonna kill him. I was gonna feed
Oh,
them.
okay. Well, it's been, a little touch and go with this group here since we
Well, I'll
left.
try my best.
I mean,
Sorry, Jules. Can I have him, or I'll try?
yeah,
not to
go
kill him.
ahead. And if you kill him,
Oh.
then we can just make it like a murder suicide, and then he's gonna burn down the place anyway.
Seriously, our house is going to
Yeah.
burn down soon anyway. So
Yep.
Yeah.
And we can just.
I will
There's
grab
a
the old
hole in the
man.
back.
drag him into the back of the bedroom and try to feed on him.
All right. This is the first time you've actually fed from an individual.
Okay.
I would like a willpower roll from you, please.
It's a dice roll, so I'd rather not.
He's going to be dead.
Difficulty?
2.
Dice to roll. Why is that dice to roll?
You can just. It should just be all of yours baseline.
Yeah, I haven't filled in my baseline. That's why. What's my willpower, Chris?
I don't know.
You're at
What's
4.
your
That was on the character
It
sheet.
shows 4.
It's 4, is it? Okay.
You're not
So-
using
Oh, it
any of
says-
it right now. This is just a roll to see how well you do.
It says dice to roll 1, 2, or 3.
Do 3.
Fifth, 2, 3.
If it's asking you how many to roll.
Yeah, what's the diff? Sorry.
Oh, difficulty's 2. You're fine. You're able to feed 2 points. He's woozy and he's very much like tilting precariously by the time you're done feeding, but he's alive.
Okay.
You do taste a hint of alcohol, but it's very light. It doesn't seem like he has much in his system.
Toasty, are there like lamps in the house at all?
Do you mean like
Like bedside
gas?
lamps? No, like electric lamps
Electric?
with bulbs.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to find one of the lamps, probably furthest away from the kitchen. I'm going to take the lampshade off of it, and I'm just going to very gently crack the light bulb,
Okay.
and then I'm
I
going
know
to
what
turn
you're
it
going
on.
for.
So I'm basically just setting it so that
When the
eventually the
filament
house is
hits
going
the
to fill.
gas.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to take a while because it's going to take a while for the gas to fill the house up. But
I will say this: you will want to close the house because the back door is still open, the back window is
Sure.
still open, and the front
Sure.
door I think might be open.
Yeah, once we're done, like the advantage is if we keep things open while we're still doing stuff, when we leave, we can just close everything up and it'll go up by itself when it fills up.
Right. All right. I got you. Yeah, you're
Or we
able
could
to
put a
find
fork
a
in the
lamp and do
microwave.
that with no problem. Does
that?
anybody move the body in the front?
Actually, yes. Jules will go drag the body from the front and into the hole and like kind of push it in, but not fill it, and come back inside.
Okay.
Is Hank back from feeding it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll bring him with me. Sorry, Toasty. You're cool.
No, you're good. You would be wrapping up about that. Richie, you had something you were saying?
Yeah, why don't we just put a fork in the microwave?
Because do they have microwaves?
Came out in 1945.
Yeah, but was it invented in 1945? Is it commercially available in the 60s?
They were real expensive in the 60s, I think.
Yeah, they would have a toaster.
My thought process would just light a candle and just leave.
Yeah. You go like do like Jill, look at the dogs. What do we want to do with them?
Who cares?
Stand up.
It'd be more convincing if they died in the house fire.
70s.
Okay. Well, fuck you, dogs. Is the guy alive? Jill, look at Hank.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I'll bring him out with me. He's a bit woozy.
Oh, let me go fix that. And then she'll drain him.
Still alive.
Not for
For
long.
later use.
I want to drain him until I got too hungry. I want to get rid of that.
I'll put it this way: you can feed, but he doesn't have enough blood left in him to remove everything.
Okay.
You'd be able to remove one dot, but
Oh.
that would finish him off effectively.
All right. Well, she's gonna go sit him in that favorite lazy boy of his that he was in, and then that's when she'll drain him.
These poor dogs.
Um,
These poor dogs have witnessed the murder of their caretakers, both in front of them, and have had a larger dog snap back at them when they were trying to defend themselves, and now they are just like tucked into a corner together. Like it looks like one fused mass of fur.
Edward. I would like to raid their medicine cabinet since we're here and we're doing all this.
Okay.
Cars. I'm going to go look at cars.
Any,
Alright.
I know this is in the 60s, so anything prescription is just going to go in a bag.
Okay.
Mix it all up, put it in a powder, pour it in a soup. We'll have some fun effects for some random poor soul.
Man, we're all great people.
We're
I don't know what
gonna
people tell us.
slowly we're gonna slowly fade here because this is the second break.
All right. You go ahead and stop.